Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michelle here, and this is a Creative Expressions video. Kind of a podcast, knitting, crochet styled video. Talk about what I'm working on, what I finished, I already said works in progress, life updates, things like that. So, let's get going. And before we go too far, remember to hook that subscribe button, hit the like button, and of course leave some yarn or comments in the comments. If I get permission to share the voice response, I don't want to share the video, but the voice response of my grandchildren receiving their little penguins, I will insert that here. I have to have the permission to share that, and I haven't asked. So if I get that permission, that will be here. If not, just a quick reminder, here's what I made them. All right, let's talk about finished objects. Tithing project. I did finish another hat. Started and finished on Sunday. Notice it's got this green edge. I cast on 80, I think, or was it 72? It was multiples of 4. That's all I know because I did a 2x2 ribbing thing. And I had enough of this green yarn. I had like this much end by the time I got done casting on. And then so I cast on, and then I had enough to do one row. And I had like this much when I got done with that second row. So I was a little nervous. I'm like, am I gonna make it all the way through to do 2 rounds? But I have plenty of this brown, and I thought that was kind of a fun little way to use up the yarn. And there you go. And it's got the little twisty spiral looking things. That's done mostly by decreasing on every round. Gets it kind of fun. Anyway, so yeah, another hat done. Woohoo! And the other thing I finished was a banana. Now the pattern called for like eyes and stuff, but I didn't choose to do that. The other thing the pattern says is to sew this in, and I chose not to. So I've got a banana and a banana peel. It is a knitting pattern, and of course I will leave all patterns linked below, including to the penguins that I showed you. But yeah, it just goes in there. It's kind of fun. I made it with, I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby. I knew that it had to be something that Cheyenne could touch, even though it's not for her. My brother has this running joke with Cheyenne about bananas because Cheyenne doesn't like the taste of bananas. She says they taste like metal. And so I made him a banana, and then I have another plan of something to make, but this is for him, and so this is half of his Christmas, and I'm excited. It turned out really cute. So got a banana, I got a hat. Those are finished. Works in progress. I'm recording this on Monday, and it is Make a Hat Day, apparently. National Make a Hat Day. And so I have been working on a hat. This is also, I love this cotton in kind of a rusty color. It's basically an 8x2 rib for the whole thing, and the goal is to make it into a pumpkin hat, and I am making it with cotton, and I am making it for Cheyenne. This is how much of this orange I have. So basically I'm going to go around until I run out of this, and even though the pattern says to switch to the green part way through, I think I'm going to end up just going as far as I can, hoping that it's long enough to make a full hat. Because, like, for me, that's what we've got. So, it is a little bit bigger around, but Cheyenne's head is, like, got a larger circumference than mine. So, I'm going to work until I run out of this and then switch to a green. Hopefully, can get a pumpkin out of it. Might be working on it on the live. We'll see. All right, so that's that. The magical mail. I have finished my project for this month. been thinking ahead. I do not have a theme for October yet. We'll see if Cheyenne announces that tonight or not. It's her choice. But November I know is cornucopia, so I've been thinking about, like, do I want to work on other people's smells and make things to go in the cornucopia, because I already got apples. I made an acorn, but I feel like the acorn is too small or too big for the cornucopia, because I thought it'd be fun to make a cornucopia for a centerpiece on our kitchen table. And so I need to be working on that. The rule is finish it in November. So if you want to start a cornucopia now, so that you have time to work on it through October and finish it in November, it's fine. Just make sure that that you finish. I do not buy the whole, I tied my ends in, I weaved my ends in. And that to me is not enough. If it means for me that I have to leave an entire row undone and then tie and weave, that's what I will do. And I haven't even decided if I'm going to do that. I might start my cornucopia later. I think I do want to get it done pretty early in November, though, because I want to be able to put it on my table for the month Esther decoration. So I've been kind of looking at, do I want to make pumpkins? Do I want to, there is a pattern I saw for grapes. Do I want to make grapes to put in it? Like, I'm kind of thinking about it. Also, I have to consider, what yarn do I have? And I have Christmas presents. Christmas presents are kind of a priority over household decorations. So I've been kind of looking at that. It was kind of interesting today, speaking of Christmas. I set the intention today that I would know what to get my granddaughter for Christmas, what to make her. And I kind of was looking at some ideas and things, and I have a list of things to consider. And just a sec, I got a text from my son today with some pictures. Ada would like this. Actually, Ada would like this. Ada would like this, and then like a list of qualifications that I was like, how absolutely perfect. I will make Ada what she's asking for. Maybe. It might be what she's asking for. It might be a little bit different, but we'll see. I'm excited about it. It's going to be fun. So, I was going to put this on try-on things. Maybe I can. Okay, so I got this. This is one of those, came off a spool. I don't know where the spool is. Shannon from Another Yarn, she talked about this. Basically, it's a tube. I don't think you're going to be able to see it. And we stick it on the end of our needle. It does not work for socks because it's too big. It's too big to just sit and slide, and it's just kind of cumbersome, but this is fine. So you put it on, and you can buy this stuff, or for the same price, you buy a whole tube, and you've got tons of it. I will tell you that when the tube comes, it stinks for a while, but I've had it for a while now, and sometimes when I uncover some layers, it doesn't smell great, but for the most part, it's working. So I'm just gonna keep sliding this off while I talk. And so it's been very nice. I just looked for the stuff. I can't remember the name of it, but I looked for it on Amazon. If I find it, I will put a link in. It will not be an affiliate link because I do not have enough people that would follow the links at this point in time to make it worthwhile. I've tried doing affiliate links in the past, but if you don't have people following your links, then they close it, and I've never had enough people following. Okay, sliding this up on the needle a little bit more so I can get off. Anyway, I did mark this because I want to try it on for you guys. And while I'm doing this, I will also ask my kids what they wanted. Alright, I haven't finished putting it on. I've gotten part way, but I wanted to show you. I marked this right here after I finished recording last week. And then this right here is my beginning of round. And I'm not sure, I've done a little more than a fourth of the next round, but that's how much I worked on it this week. I'm so excited. So that's fun. Oh, that's the wrong end. Anyway, I'm gonna keep working on it. And we'll see how it's doing. I don't remember how far I have to go. I do want to be careful. I'm really careful when I'm going past right here, because I don't want to accidentally pull the tube off the end of my needle. And then sometimes sometimes I'll go like this, if I worry about the length, and just tie a little bit in the end, just so that they won't stretch off. I've got plenty of this. It's not going to. I thought I'd show you. And so then I'll just move everything, including that stitch marker, right onto this. And I like that I can cut small ones and big ones, and I don't have to worry about it because I got so much of that stuff. They'll probably be tossing it when I move on from this life and stuff. They'll be like, oh well, Mom didn't use it all, and maybe somebody else can or something. Unless Shannon starts knitting, then maybe she'll use it for knitting, because she knows how it's used. Anyway, yep. So yep, here we go. Stitch marker. So I'm almost to the end, and then I'm gonna try it on. And then I'm really excited because I've been very productive this week. I got that present done, got the hat done. I'm gonna take a second and show you my socks while I'm working on this. Well, take a break from working on it and show you my socks. So I put in a stitch marker here, and I put this in on after I did a video as well, and I worked all the way up. I forgot to check my microphone. Okay, that would have sucked, right? Anyway, so yeah, and then to keep my son posted, every day I have a white one here that I would start and say, hey, this is how much I worked on it Saturday, from right here to here, maybe an inch, maybe a little less than an inch. And I kept doing that so he could see progress on his socks. But I'm very excited because that's a lot of progress in 1 week for me. With plus the same, I had the progress on the sweater. I did the banana. I did the hat. I did not work on my doll, and I did not work on one of my sewing things. But I will show you the progress I made on another sewing thing, and then the pumpkin hat I've been working on today. That's all I've done today till now, which is why I didn't think to do this ahead of time, is because today is National Make a Hat Day. So I found a quick pattern. I was actually looking for something else and came across the hat pattern and went, that's a fun idea. So of course I'll leave the pattern for that. Shane just brought me in food, but it will sit for a minute because I want to do this video. Our live is tonight, and our live is coming up soon because I didn't start recording this until like 5 o'clock or something, or after 5, I'm sure. Don't know exactly when. It's been a weird day. Like, I've gotten some things done, but the day also has gone by kind of weirdly fast. Like, it's been kind of fast, but weirdly. Like the last 2 weeks went by so fast it was ridiculous. But today was just like a weird kind of fast. And I don't know how to explain it. Okay, got it here. So I'm gonna take it off the end of here. And then I like to just pull this out a little bit because I don't know how much of this I need, how wide I need it to go. I tie it here. No knocking. They just barge in. Okay. Then I'm going to kind of stretch this mostly the other way because I don't have space. I want to kind of spread it out across on the thing. I keep looking on this and thinking, oh no, there's a hole in it. It's just where my yarns ended and I haven't woven them in. They will be fine when it's all woven. It will be perfect. Okay, come on, we can do this. Alright, now it's all the way around, and so it can kind of hang a little better, and you can kind of just even see there how it looks. And then I can put it on. The sleeves are done. And then I can kind of see the hair. How far it's come. So as you can see, it's come quite a ways down. And then I'm going to step aside for a minute. All right, I just wanted to measure while I had it on about how much further I think it needs to go down. I'm kind of thinking I need to measure from here to here, add that to the length from here to here so that I have the total length, because that's about how long I think that I want it to go. I'm glad I tried it on because it's a lot longer than I thought it was already. I do like my sweaters to come a little bit longer, but I was also like, I wasn't sure if how the neck would be on me, and I think it's gonna be fine. I think I'm extra excited about this. My plan is, let me take this off. My plan is to dye this when it's done, I think. I just don't know that I want such a stark white sweater, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna wait tonight and put it back on. It doesn't really matter which end I put it on because it's circular needles, so they go around. But if I put it on the shorter end, it will actually be easier to put it on than trying to go across the whole thing. Anyway, so I'm gonna probably put that back on live tonight, just because that's probably gonna be the next time I pick it up to work on it, if I work on it on the live tonight, because my main project tonight is working on this. We'll see how far I get. Hopefully I can get it done. So anyway, there's that. And I need to put this needle in here, or I will not have the needle I need for it. Alright, progress on Amy's skirt. This is so wrinkled. Okay, we did the measuring and hemming of this to a degree. There are 2 layers to this skirt, an outer layer and an inner layer. They're both full circle skirts. I have measured and done the first hem up on the top skirt, and I have actually officially hemmed, let's see, so here's where I started, and here's my first needle. So I've officially final hemmed that much of the skirt around, which is further than I thought I was gonna get on the skirt, so I'm excited about that. My goal is to finish this, hopefully to finish the whole skirt this week, but definitely finish this hem and get as far as I can in the second hem. I have to pin it up, iron it. I also have to trim off a lot because I didn't do any modifications before doing the circle skirt, so the front does hang down a lot more than the back, and so I have to go and trim it off, do some hemming, do some pressing and do some more pressing once I folded it in, and then I use just a quick running stitch to hem up the first section, and then it turns again. So it will get a double hem. And part of why I didn't want to just flip it up and hem the whole thing is because when I chop it off, it doesn't get a great straight cut. So anyway, I'm excited about it, and hopefully I have a whole skirt to show you next week, and if not, I will be so close to being done. So that's exciting. Is that everything? Doll Christmas? I think so. I think that's it for today. As far as works in progress and finished objects, I'm excited about making progress on things. So, I guess we talk about life updates. I don't want to bring up this subject directly, or because it is such a controversial subject, but it did to a degree affect our lives and definitely affected people we knew. No, we didn't. They're still wrong. Many of you, if not all of you, have heard about the assassination that happened last Wednesday of a guy named Charlie Kirk. I had no clue who he was. But that shooting happened about 20 minutes from my house. And I know 17 and 18-year-old girls that were over there. My former sister-in-law was there. So I know for positive that I know 3 people that were there live and witnessed it. I sat behind one of those girls in church yesterday, and I could just see that it's traumatized her. You could just see in the way that she behaved in church and stuff. Like it hit. And that was crazy. And for myself, I notice that I have to be really careful because I start feeling the heaviness of the world. And when I'm feeling that, I ask God to lift it from me so that I don't have to feel the collective energy of the world. And I ask Him to send so much love to the people who are needing it. I've had some weird thoughts off and on throughout the week, and I use the tool, is this mine? Who does this thought belong to? And then I've started sending it back to, I say, return to sender with the testament and witness of God's truth. And I send it to them. Because we can be so bombarded with thoughts and feelings of the people around us. And not everybody is as conscious of it or sensitive to it, but I'm what one would call a highly sensitive person. I had somebody talking to me about being an empath back when I was barely 19 years old and had no clue what an empath was. They were like, "You're an empath," and I'm like, "Okay, whatever that is." And yeah, I am big time. It's had drastic effects on me, and I've had to learn how to, when I'm feeling stuff okay, I know this does not belong to me. What do I need to know about it? And sometimes I don't necessarily need to know anything as much as I'm just picking it up, and I can just ask that a little extra love go to that person and release that energy from me. There's a lot of ways that people energetically reach out to people, and being aware of the different ways is helpful, because then I can respond to them in the ways that are needed. There are people that reach out with tendrils that are kind of like the vines on a plant, and if I notice those, I can imagine picking them up, and I either stick a ball of love on the end of them and send them back, or I will take them and hand them up to God and say, "Here, take care of this." it depends on when and why they're attaching, because some people just keep reattaching to me because they like my energy. I'm like, let me give you even more energy to somebody who has eternal energy, whereas I get drained. So just knowing the different ways that people energetically reach out, because different people reach out different ways. I have learned, I keep learning, I keep asking for understanding when I'm being bombarded with thoughts and feelings that aren't mine. I'm like, okay, what can I do to prevent this? What can I do to take care of it, to clear it out from me? It's been fascinating. I asked this last Sunday, I asked for teachings about discernment. I received my teachings from God. Let me tell you this. One time I was in a place where everybody was kind of like people who played around with energy. They did energy work, or they considered themselves witches or whatever. I don't consider myself a witch. And there are some aspects of that stuff that I'm like, nope, not for me. But I have some crystals. I have a deck of cards that I don't know where they're at, but they're my favorite. And I only keep the one deck of cards because I just find that the others just don't feel right for me. But Cheyenne's got a few. And so like there's different things that we do, and I always keep mine very much aligned with my beliefs and in my beliefs with God, and ask God for truth about things like that. And I don't want to force my beliefs on anybody either, one way or another. What was I going to say about this? Oh yeah, discernment. So I've known for a long time that I have a gift of discernment. But I was really struggling with some things, and Cheyenne's like, okay, this has come to me multiple times in multiple ways. Like, it's like this message is really important. It kept coming in different ways that she receives intuition. And so it was, have you asked for God's teachings about discernment? And I was like, no, because I didn't think I needed to, because I had discernment. But I asked for it, and had some very cool experiences afterwards with discerning things even better than I had before. I had some cool experiences about seeing people for who they are. Like, I looked at different people and I heard, this person has an amazing purpose in life, and because of her nature, she will actually just speak out about it with no fear. And I was able to actually share a message with her about that. And that was really cool. A little weird, but really cool. And she's just like a 12-year-old girl. It was fun. But then I looked at some other people, and it's like, that person is carrying so much shame. And I was like, oh, that's so sad. And this person is carrying a lot of weight. And because they won't give it to me, I'm carrying them. And just, I had multiple experiences like that. I saw darkness that I wasn't used to seeing. It was just like clouds. I saw one person just had like this dark cloud in front of their eyes. Just, it was kind of creepy because it wasn't unfamiliar sights. It was just more awareness of what I was seeing. Kind of crazy, but very beautiful as well. And so that happened. Hopefully, I don't know. My ex fixed a part on the car, but the car still didn't start. And he says, I have this thing to try. So I hasn't tried it, so we'll see if that works. I just have to trust that there's a reason this is happening. That we've been without a vehicle for 3.5 months for a reason. I don't know. It's been kind of crazy and kind of weird and very frustrating. But anyway, I'm feeling good about life. I've gone through some tough times, but I'm feeling pretty good now, so that's good. Things are looking up, and I'm excited about things, and looking forward to knowing how I will receive all of the things I need to make Christmas, because I need some yarn that isn't acrylic. I need cotton or bamboo to make Christmas presents this year, and I don't really have a lot of that, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, books, if you didn't watch the live, you have probably I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to have a keyword on the live tonight, and probably I'll probably do the drawing for it on next live. So this will come out Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. Go watch the live that just happened last Monday. And then make sure you comment on the replay, because I do want to open up to the replay. It's for our latest book. I have not received it yet, but it should be here Wednesday, hopefully. So I will be showing a picture of the cover on the live, though. So that's cool and fun. I can't wait to see it. I'm so excited for it. It's so pretty. And so that's up, and just trying to figure out a cover for the animal one that I've been working on since April, and then we should have another book out really soon. As soon as I figure out the cover for it, that's what it's waiting on, is cover and a title, and then I have to figure out all the copy for it. Writing the copy for the books, I probably didn't do a great job. I used ChatGPT. I'm like, hey, okay, so we got this book. It's the only way I use the AI on our journals, because Cheyenne does the art. I do all manual editing of the photos and the books, but I do use AI for the copy for it, to say what the book's about or whatever. It's hard. How do you write copy for journals, man? Anyway, hopefully starting to write soon, because that's like important passion thing I need to do. We'll see how that goes, because so far not so good. I've known for over a week that I need to start writing again. I did put out my first blog post, and the link to the blog is going to be in the description, and by the time that you see this, I should probably have my second blog post posted, so you're welcome to go read those. But as I actually have 2 posted so far, and we'll have 3 or 4, because I wrote like a little thing kind of about our journals, and I'm trying to get it to where I write about all of our journals until we're all cut up, and then I can write a post as each one comes out. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, that's kind of it for today. I'm gonna finish. Remember to let your light shine through your creations, whatever they be, whether they be crochet, knitting, practical or fun. Whatever you're creating, could be art of any kind, doesn't have to be with yarn. Remember to let your light shine, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!